Welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap Breaking News, your daily go-to source for the best small cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007. Ready for a deep dive into some market-moving news?
You bet. We've got a stack of fresh press releases, hot off the presses, some headlines you won't want to miss.
So picture this. You're scrolling through AGORACOM and bam, these headlines hit you. First up, American Creek. AMK, right. News from their Treaty Creek project, their JV partner.
Joint venture.
Yeah, their joint venture partner, Tudor Gold, is making a major move toward underground exploration.
Big deal. Underground exploration. It's expensive, but often signals, a company's serious about a project. Allows for year-round drilling, could be more cost-effective in the long run compared to surface drilling.
And it paves the way for future mining operations if they strike it rich.
Exactly.
And get this, they're targeting a high-grade zone called Supercell 1. They've already had some impressive drill results.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Like 25.5 meters grading 9.96 grams of gold equivalent per ton.
Wow. To put that into perspective, gold equivalent per ton combines the value of, gold and other precious metals in the ore. Helps investors understand the overall value. Those numbers from Supercell 1 definitely catching attention.
Definitely. And they hit another section, 15 meters grading 15.64 grams. These numbers put them in a similar league to Nuon's Brucejack deposit.
Now that's a major player.
Huge. But of course, this news, it comes with its share of, potential challenges. The Golden Triangle. Beautiful, but environmentally sensitive.
Oh, for sure. Regulations are stringent for a reason. Delicate ecosystem. Any mining, it needs to be done responsibly, sustainably. Investors will be watching how American Creek navigates this, guaranteed.
For sure. Okay, next headline flashing across our AGORACOM feed. Quantum Biopharma, trading on NASDAQ under QNTM. This biotech company, they're tackling some major health challenges. Neurodegenerative diseases, metabolic disorders.
Alcohol misuse even.
The whole gamut. And now they've expanded their reach by listing on Upstream.
Upstream?
Yeah, a global securities trading app.
Interesting. So Upstream uses, blockchain technology. Means transactions are more transparent, potentially more efficient. Could be a really smart move to tap into a wider pool of international investors.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Now let's talk research. Their lead compound, Lucid MS, showing potential in preclinical studies for multiple sclerosis.
Early stages, but that's definitely something investors in the biotech space will be following closely.
Absolutely. It's early, but promising. And they've also spun out a product, UNBU-ZDD, to combat alcohol misuse.
So they're diversifying, going after multiple market segments.
Seems like it. Really going for it.
Bold strategy. They're betting on technology and innovation, both in their research and how they connect with investors. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out for them.
For sure. All right, moving on to our next headline. Lithium Ionic, trading under LTH, making waves down in Brazil with their Baixa Grande project. Brazil's becoming a real hotspot for lithium, with the electric vehicle boom.
Oh yeah, lithium's hot. And Lithium Ionic just dropped a big announcement. A 32% increase in their total lithium resources at Baixa Grande puts them at almost 20 million tons. Significant jump. Looks like their strategic drilling program is paying off.
And their location is also key. They're near Pilbara Minerals' Colina deposit.
Yeah, proximity to existing infrastructure and successful projects, always a plus. Can reduce development costs, timelines, potentially.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Blake Highlands, their CEO, is quoted in the release saying that Baixa Grande is key to their long-term growth. They're aiming to boost production and become a major player in the lithium market. Ambitious.
They are. Good position, though. But of course, got to consider the environmental and regulatory landscape in Brazil, right? Always a factor in a mining company's success. Seems like Lithium Ionic is focusing on sustainable practices, so that's a good sign.
Definitely something for investors to dig into. All right, last but not least, news from Robex Resources. Trading as RBX, they're making headlines with their Kinier gold project in Guinea.
They just released an updated feasibility study, and the numbers are eye-catching. They've boosted their gold reserves by a whopping 46%.
Whoa.
Bringing the total to 1.41 million ounces.
Massive increase.
And there's more. Their pre-tax net present value skyrocketed by 89% to US $322 million.
Net present value, or NPV, for anyone who may not know, is a way to estimate the profitability of a project over its entire lifespan. So that jump in NPV is a really positive sign.
Absolutely. They've also extended the mine life to 9 years and are projecting an average annual gold production of 139,000 ounces.
That's significant.
Oh, it is. And they're already building. Construction of the processing plant is underway with a target for first gold production by late 2025. Sounds like they're firing on all cylinders.
They are. It sounds like it. So there we have it. 4 small-cap companies, 4 major headlines. American Creek, Quantum Biopharma, Lithium Ionic, and Robex Resources are all making waves in their respective industries.
Bold exploration plans, innovative technologies, impressive financial projections, it's all there.
It is. We've only just scratched the surface. Now it's your turn. Which of these companies piqued your interest? Which story made you want to dig deeper?
That's the beauty of these headlines, right? They're not just news, they're starting points for your own research journey.
Exactly. We've given you the highlights, the numbers that matter, and now it's up to you to dive in and explore. Who knows? Maybe you'll uncover your next big investment opportunity.
You know, it's fascinating, right? Seeing these small cap companies, how they're using different strategies to, make their mark. We've got American Creek going all in on exploration, Quantum Biopharma, they're embracing tech, Lithium Ionic tapping into this booming market, and then Robex Resources, they're optimizing an existing asset. Each one, its own unique story. That's what makes this space so exciting.
It's like they each represent like a different path, right, to growth and success. And for investors, that means diverse opportunities to consider.
Exactly. Let's go back to American Creek for a second. Their decision to go with underground exploration at Treaty Creek. Risky, but speaks volumes about their confidence. Remember those drill results?
Yeah.
From Supercell 1.
Oh, yeah.
25.5 meters, grading 9.96 grams of gold equivalent per ton. And then another hit, 15 meters, grading 15.64 grams. Those are the kind of numbers that get investors, excited.
Like they're saying, we're not messing around, we're diving deep. But the Golden Triangle, as you mentioned, has its own unique challenges.
Absolutely. Environmental regulations, stringent for a reason, delicate ecosystem. Any mining operation's got to be responsible, sustainable. Investors will be watching American Creek navigate this.
For sure. Okay, shifting gears to Quantum Biopharma. Their decision to list on Upstream is interesting. It's like they're saying, hey, the future of investing, it's global and it's tech-driven.
It's recognizing that blockchain isn't just for, crypto anymore. It's a tool. A powerful tool to increase transparency, efficiency in all sorts of industries, including finance. For Quantum Biopharma, this could mean a wider investor base, greater access to capital.
It's like casting a wider net, reaching a new generation of investors, the ones comfortable with digital platforms and, blockchain.
And don't forget their research, those preclinical studies, Lucid MS for multiple sclerosis. Promising, but yeah, it's early. Long road from preclinical to an approved drug. But if they keep showing success, could be huge.
It's pretty amazing to think about the impact, right, of biotech companies like Quantum Biopharma. They're trying to develop treatments that could actually improve lives, save lives even.
It's high stakes for sure. Huge potential for human health and financial returns, but of course, high risk too. Drug development, it's complex, it's expensive, and success, never guaranteed.
Speaking of high stakes, Lithium Ionic is betting big on the EV revolution. That 32% increase in lithium resources at Baixa Grande, significant. Looks like they're setting themselves up to be a major supplier of this, critical battery metal.
Yeah, demand for lithium going nowhere but up, especially with EVs becoming more mainstream. Companies that can secure and develop those high-quality lithium deposits, they'll be in high demand. Lithium Ionic's location near Pilbara Minerals' Kalina deposit, that's a strategic win. Access to existing infrastructure, expertise.
Like they're saying, we're not just riding the wave, we're building the surfboard.
But again, like any mining operation, environmental and social stuff, it's crucial. Investors want to see that Lithium Ionic is committed to sustainability and ethical practices.
Absolutely. Now, Robex Resources, that updated feasibility study for Kinuro, packed with good news. 46% increase in gold reserves, 89% jump in net present value, longer mine life, bigger production targets.
Hitting all the right notes for a successful mining project. And they're not stopping there. Ongoing exploration means they're not settling. Looking for ways to expand the project, make it last even longer.
Like they're saying, we've got a good thing going and we're going to make it even better.
For sure. But of course, mining in West Africa, it's got its own challenges. Political stability, infrastructure, community relations. Investors have to factor those in. How Robex Resources manages those risks will be key.
So we've got these 4 companies, each with a different approach to growth. What's striking is the innovation, the ambition.
Inspiring, isn't it, to see these small-cap companies? They're challenging the status quo, using new technologies, pushing those boundaries.
And for investors, a reminder that the best opportunities, they're often off the beaten path. You got to dig deeper, look beyond the headlines, consider companies that might not be household names yet. As we wrap up this deep dive, it's wild, how these four companies, they're like mini snapshots of these bigger trends we see. The shift to clean energy, tech and healthcare, precious metals still going strong.
It's like a little window, right, into what's driving innovation and growth right now in the 21st century.
Exactly. American Creek and Tudor Gold.
Yeah.
Their underground exploration at Treaty Creek, it's not just about finding gold. It shows how much demand there is for gold. Safe haven asset, right? Times are uncertain.
Oh, gold. It's always had that appeal. Geopolitical tension, economic ups and downs, people turn to gold. It's classic. American Creek's strategy, it's a direct response to that.
But it's not just finding it, it's how they get it out. Environment and the Golden Triangle. Can't ignore that.
Absolutely. Investors today, they're more aware, right, of the impact mining has. Environment, social stuff. They want companies that care about sustainability, community. American Creek, they have to find gold, yeah, but also show they can do it responsibly. That's what matters.
Makes sense. Quantum biopharma now. Neurodegenerative diseases, metabolic disorders, alcohol misuse, they're going after some big problems.
Huge problems. And the need for new treatments, it's only going to grow. Global population's aging, lifestyles are changing. Quantum biopharma is right there on the leading edge. Their research so far, pretty encouraging.
And that move to list on Upstream shows they get it. They get how important tech is to connect with investors, grow the company.
Smart move. Finance is changing fast. Companies gotta adapt or they get left behind. Quantum biopharma, they're embracing the new stuff, blockchain tech. They're staying ahead of the game.
Lithium ionic now. They're all in on the electric vehicle revolution.
Yeah.
Bold, yeah, but the demand for lithium, it's exploding. Bahia Grande in Brazil puts them in a great spot.
They're not just selling a material, right? They're part of the future of transportation. Lithium ionic success, tied to the whole clean energy movement. That's a powerful story for investors.
It is. But sustainability, can't overstate it. Investors are watching, making sure lithium ionic is doing things right environmentally and socially. Last one, Robex Resources.
Yeah.
Kinyuro Gold Project. It proves gold is still valuable, but it also shows how important it is to, run things well in the mining industry.
Their feasibility study showed huge improvements. Reserves, project economics, production. They've got a good team focused on getting the most out of that asset.
And they keep exploring. They're not just taking what's there. They're looking to expand the project, make it last longer.
Smart. But West Africa, we've talked about it, it's not easy. Politics, social stuff, environment, all risks. Robex Resources has to manage that for long-term success.
So 4 companies, each one a different piece of the global puzzle. Bold exploration, cutting-edge tech, the future of energy, good old-fashioned operational excellence. That was a deep dive for sure.
It was. And this is just the beginning. These headlines, they're jumping off points. It's up to you to dig in, do your research, figure out which companies, if any, fit your goals, your risk tolerance.
And remember, small caps. It's a fast-moving world. What's hot today might be cold tomorrow. Stay informed, stay curious, keep learning.
Exactly. The more you know, the better you'll do in small cap investing. You might just find those hidden gems, the ones that lead to big returns.
Great advice. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, happy investing.